Viewers and subscribers, welcome back to the channel. You don't know, it's a boy SAE. Bless upon yourself, and thank you all for tuning in to this one. So coming up in today's video, guys, gonna zoom in, and Ian Bishop said that we haven't really seen the best out of Alzarri Joseph as yet. He hasn't really lived up to expectation, but there's still a lot to come from him, or a lot for him to produce for the West Indies. The more moving forward, so we hope we can see the best of him. The test series already begun, and Ian is really optimistic about him, saying that, there's still a lot in the tank for him, even though he hasn't really, lived up to expectation, but he still got it, and he still believe that there's a lot that the West Indies haven't really explored yet in Alzarri Joseph. So expect a lot from him. Plus, we're also going to zoom in and share hope, talk about his return into Test cricket and what he expects. He's saying that he's coming back to enjoy Test cricket, guys. The last 7 years or so, he hasn't really in Test cricket. He hasn't really played much, because at one point he was averaging in the 40s, then he averaged drop, guys, to 20s, and he was dropped from the team, guys, and he focused on other format. But now he's back, guys, to enjoy himself, guys, and hope for a positive outcome, versus the Australian, and he will be, and he's wicket keeping, right? I think at batting at number 6. So expect Shea Hope to add a good depth to the batting and more control in the middle phase. But my wonderful people, before we fill you in on all the details, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button and turn on the post notification bell to be the first alerted whenever a new video is uploaded. And don't forget to drop a like on the video. So without further ado, people, let's dive into what Ian Bishop had to say. All right. I believe, and this is my honest opinion, I don't think we have seen the absolute best of him yet. I think he has much more that his talent can give us in terms of when to control, when to attack. He has all the qualities and skill set. He can swing the ball. He can bowl upwards of 140 kph and hit the deck hard. I still think his best is ahead of him, Ian Bishop and Alzarri Joseph in test. Some wonderful people. Ian Bishop, give his opinion as regards Alzarri Joseph when it comes to test cricket, saying that Alzarri hasn't really lived up to expectation when it comes to test cricket, but there's still a lot that hasn't really been released as yet in terms of what we can get from him as a West Indian supporters. You understand? So he's just hoping that Alzarri Joseph can realize and come to the party as soon as possible and deliver, because a lot of people are kind of looking at him and saying that he has come this far but he should have progressed further than what he has now. But everything takes time, you understand, and Joseph go through all his mental stuff as well, and he go through all of his problem, guys, and at one point he was losing it in terms of his behavior was getting out of hand, guys, and a lot of stuff happened to Alzarri Joseph, guys, but we all knew that he's talented and know what he can do with the ball, but wanna hope that he can gradually come back into the Joseph that we know, the leader of our pack. When Joseph break onto the scene, guys, everybody wanted him, and he and O'Shane Thomas break on around the same time, but nowhere to see O'Shane Thomas, such a good potential player, last in terms of he never really get the right people around him. He never really focus more on his health, and Mr. Health, guys, he put on a lot of weight, guys, and lose his touch, bowling a lot of no balls, guys, not being able to hit the deck as often as, because at one point these two were the future attacker for West Indies, but, things and time change. But as regards to Alzarri Joseph, guys, Ian saying that, we still haven't really seen the best of Joseph as yet, but his best is yet to come. Hope he can, realize it pretty soon. But leave your thoughts down below. So there you have it, people. That was what Ian Bishop had to say about Alzarri Joseph. Now we're going to zoom in on what Shea Hope had to say about his test return. Just going to enjoy my test cricket again, Shea Hope. My wonderful people, like a breath of fresh air is how Shea Hope describes to West Indian test dressing room that he is returned to for the first time in 3.5 years. The stylish Bajan right-hander last donned the whites in December 2021 in Gully. Only 3 members apart from himself still remain in the current test squad. There are 3 Bajans. the ageless Craig Brathwaite, new captain Rastan Chase, and left arm spinner Jamel Warrican. It was the classy batter 38th test and would be his last for a while as he took a break from the format, having also lost his place in the team once before. It was mainly to focus on his energies and other formats, which he has done with great success. He remains one of the foremost ODI batters of this generation while also transforming himself into a highly built T20 batter, which has even led to him now taking over as West Indies captain in the shortest international format. Right? When Hope scored hundreds in each innings in a famous win at Headingley nearly 8 years ago, it looked like the West Indies had found themselves the next superstar to build their future around. That's when his average peaked at 35 only to go southward quickly and ended up in the mid 20s by the time he played last against Sri Lanka, and now he comes back into the mix to bat at number 6 and keep wickets for the first time in Test cricket. Asks him about the glory of Leeds and he shuts it down, insisting that he doesn't want to talk about the past. Honestly, I don't want to carry any baggage from before. Look at this as a new chapter. Yes, you're going to take some learning from the past and things that you always want to take with you moving forward. New chapter, new cycle, new campaign, new captain, new head coach. Let's just start from a fresh page and let's hope we can start this one in flying colors. The soft-spoken 31-year-old tells the cricket boss, right? To say that bringing in Hope back into the test mix is based more on potential than performance would be an understatement. He's, after all, played only 4 first-class games since his last test between late 2021 to the middle of 2025. 2 of those coming for Yorkshire in the county championship in 2023, where he made 2 half-century scores. His last one for Barbados coming earlier this year in March, where he did keep wickets as well, returning scores of 16 and 20. He said, I still believe cricket is cricket, regardless of what format of the game you play. There are different elements in the game that you need to adapt and assess. Like I always say in the T20 formats, it's different challenge to ODI and test. Same thing. So it's about understanding those adaptations that are required and be willing to accept them, especially playing against the Aussies. They are a quality team and something that I am looking forward to. First time back, nothing better than playing against one of the best team in the world, and that too is in front of me home fans here at Kensington Oval, where I also made my debut 10 years ago, says Hope, who for the record averages a staggering 49.32 in 139 ODIs. Right? There is precedents of Hope focusing on specific format which he wasn't deemed to be good enough for or suited to, only for him to start dominating it like he did with T20 cricket. For years he was looked at not having the right tempo or the skill set to succeed in the shortest format, especially in the fashion in which West Indies T20 international team have gone about their business. Now Hope has become an integral member of the 2-time T20 World Cup winning team as the leader of the side, and is also coming off another IPL campaign where he is now looked at as his property, and he believes he can do the same again in Test cricket despite having spent years away from it. Right? Um, it's a lot he said, guys, in the interview, guys. I'm not even going to really quote much of it, guys, but he's really eager to continue his future or his endeavor in test cricket, my wonderful people, but I hope him for the best and hope West Indies can get a win in the first test versus Australia, and share hope. I just really want him to just come to the party, my wonderful people. But leave your thoughts down below, all right?